Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to be looking at AUDJPY. Okay, we're going to go straight into the chart. Now let's go to the monthly time frame already. Okay, so I have my monthly time frame already mapped out, all major zones identified in blue. My green lines are my 50% level. We'll notice some charts respect the 50% level between two zones. Right, we've said that like 1,000 times now. Okay, so let's go straight to the price action for today. This is trade alert. All right, so personally we feel the price might want to do a double top, as we can see on the monthly time frame. Yeah, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. If that is completed, what we're going to have is the market will come down, break here, we'll do a retest at this major zone, and then fall back down to this level. Right, so but let's see how that goes. But let's look at how we can get into the chart, into the trade today. What can we do today? So currently we notice that the price has broken the major resistance level right here with one huge candlestick. So it broke it, went straight up on the monthly time frame, went straight up to our 50% level. You can see this green line in between, and then respected it, came back down, went up again, and is currently struggling to break the 50% level. It's currently testing the 50% level. All right, now if we don't identify this 50% level, we might not know that that's what's going on. We'll just be wondering why the market is struggling to pass there. Right, so it's important, do your back test and be sure which 50% is respected. All right, okay, let me get rid of this. We'll plot that back in later on. Okay, so same thing, your price came back down to this level, tested the support level, held. Remember, it was a resistance as at this point. Now it broke, came back for a retest, and it held. All right, so right now we have the price struggling at this area. Okay, let's see what we have on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame and the monthly time frame usually are the same things, but I can immediately see some sort of nice trend that has been broken. Oh, it hasn't been broken. Can I even work with that? Because that's not a complete. We'll find that out on. I think I'll prefer this. The reason is this hasn't gone up to this level yet, this swing. So it's not a valid swing in my opinion. All right, so let's work with, okay, let me just get rid of it. Let's just get rid of it. Right, when we get to the 4-hour time frame, we'll see if that's useful. Really. So apart from that, what else do we see? Nothing really. It just looks more like a range. All right, between here. All right, more like a range, because it hasn't broken out yet. Okay, let me get rid of that. It hasn't broken out yet. Right, okay, let's go quickly to the daily. If we could see, yeah, I was correct. So that we can work with this trend line. This is what the trend line should look like, rather. Right, that's what it should look like, rather, because the last swing I was showing you on the weekly time frame hasn't been completed yet. Okay, so are we seeing any other thing? I don't think I'm seeing any other thing on this week on the daily time frame right now. This is a double top rather. Why do I like saying double bottom? Okay, it's a double top right here. Okay, what else do we see? Do we see any price action? Do we want to use this? Is it useful? No, that's just out of the blues. No, we're not using that. Okay, so let's go straight to the 4-hour chart. It might interest you to know that we've already sent out a sell signal on our VIP channel for this pair. That's why you can see this right here. That's our trade. It's a whopping 11:1 reward to risk ratio. Whoops, my lord, my god. Okay, so if that plays out, right, and we are risking 1% on this trade, for instance, we are going to be making 11% profits. That's sweet, huh? Really sweet. Okay, so let's do our thing and see where the price should be right now. Get the proper trend line. Okay, so this is the lowest of this. So we're going to draw this trend line up onto the 50% level there. Cool. So let's work with this. This would have been the first trend line, right? Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah, cool. Okay, so the price hit our 50% level but didn't break here yet between this place. So as at this place, we should be looking for buying signals, buying trades, right? And this buying trade should be a break of counter trend line, retest and entry. Very simple, right? But we didn't see any such break and retest. It just kept going down until it broke. Okay, cool. So now that it has broken here, we then begin to look for selling signals or sell signals, right? Okay, and the price went up, down. It didn't come up here, not valid, up until this level. So as at this place, that's why we'll now draw our trend line. What have I done? Okay, cool. So we can draw our trend line all the way from here to this level. The beginning of this trend, I hope is a candlestick, not okay, cool. All right. So let's get rid of this now. So we'll just take note of this level as our highest point. So in case the price breaks above there, we'll begin to look for buying opportunities. All right. So this is our new trend line. We're looking for a sell, a break and retest, a break, retest and entry. So this was our entry right here, but it was a huge fail, right? The market took us out for a loss. That's okay. That's okay. We went out there for a loss. Okay, so let's see, what did the market do? The market didn't come as low as this level, right? So the trend line is still valid, but it broke this level. Okay, so all we need to do is just adjust the trend line like so. Okay, and then it kept going up until it broke this level. That's our highest swing point, you remember, right? Let's show you that again. At this level, so when it hits our 50% level right here, the highest price it went was this level, right? That's why we identified it. So if as the price has broken that level, we'll be looking for buying opportunities. It means the price wants to go up, right? So it has broken that now, isn't valid. This sell, we can't be looking for sell signals anymore. So what we'll be expecting now is a counter trend line, of which we didn't see, right? We didn't see that happen. Instead, we saw an equal top. All right, we saw an equal top. Now something else, when that happens, when this highest point is broken, we adjust our overall trend line from the bottom, right? Let's correct that right here from the bottom. So if that trend line is broken, then we'll be looking for sell signals. That's how you follow the market, guys. So we'll be going as high as this, right? This is the lowest we could go in price. Cool. After it had broken here, right? That was the lowest price it went. Okay, that's all right. So now we look for buying opportunities. We're looking for a break of counter trend line, a retest and then entry. We didn't get that. Instead, what we got was the downtrend line was broken again. So we just switch our positions. We'll be looking for a counter trend line to the upside, then a break and retest of that counter trend line, then we go for a sell. Right? Now we had that here. This is the first swing, went up, came down, second swing, broke that level. Okay, so that's our trend line right there, our counter trend line. Right? So we'll draw it like so. Let's get rid of this dude. Okay, now let's assume, right, as at the time it did this, at this level, all of this wasn't in action. We had not, all of these candles had not been printed yet, right? So this was all we had. Okay, now we have a break of that trend line here, wait for a retest and then an entry. If this retest went as high as this level, it would have been invalid, alright, because that was the previous swing. If it went as high as that level, we would have adjusted our trend line like this, but it didn't. You get, so our trend line is still valid, but then we enter the trade here and it takes us out for a second loss. Alright, so that's 2 losses now in a row. That's why it's important for you to calculate your risk. You get, so risk it's not about wins, it's not about how your win rate or your losing rate, right? It's a game of probabilities, well managed probability, right? Okay, then we now have continuation. We have, finally it hits here, so what we do now is to adjust our trend line to accommodate that, like this. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now we have another break here, a retest and then an entry. Now after this break, this is a tricky one. You'll notice how the price went high to as high as this previous swing, nullifying our previous trend line. You get, never find yourself imposing your will on the market. Always follow what the market is showing. So if the price could go as high as this, it nullifies our trend line, which means we're going to have to adjust the trend line to fit that. You get, right? Cool. And then finally it breaks here again. Breaks here again at this point, giving us a beautiful opportunity. Now you might ask, why did we get into the trade at the immediate break? We didn't wait for a retest. That is proprietary information. You only find that information on the VIP channel. The link will be in the description. Make sure you join. Right now, remember, we've already had 2 losses. So if we have this hit our take profit, that's going to be 11 minus 2, right, giving us 9. We are still in profit. You get it? So it's not really, imagine if we are risking 50% of our account ignorantly, right? 2 losses, 100%, the account is blown. But risking just 1%, 2%, 3%, 2 losses means you just have 6% gone. And if you're making 9% on a 3% account, you can imagine what that is, right? Cool. So that's our outlook on AUDJPY. We're looking for it to sell off, right? We'll take our initial profit at a certain point, then lock the rest of the profit and allow the market to run. But if this price happens, because it's pretty much close to our previous high, if it happens to break this yellow line, now this yellow line is our previous high right here. If it happens to break it, then we'll be adjusting our main trend to look like this. This original trend line here to look like this. So we'll just keep adjusting it like that until we get what you want, you get it, but on that to be until the highest swing point is broken, right? So let's see how all of this plays out. Let's see how this plays out. Watch out for our subsequent videos. We'll share updates on these entries and how the trade is going. If this video was helpful to you, do well to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and as well like the video. Alright, we'll see you in subsequent videos.